You've got questions and I've got answers. Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, answering the questions that new leaders ask us. Actually, it's our goal to help all leaders be more successful, productive, and confident. Today, we're talking about making hard decisions. Are you ready? Let's get started. I was recently asked this question. I was asked, Kevin, how can I be more confident when I have to make a hard decision? That's a great question because as leaders, we're going to be faced with hard decisions, with complex decisions, and with decisions that will impact lots of people. Well, thankfully, we have science to the rescue. As reported in Psychological Science, the science tells us this, that if we want to be more confident in the decisions we make, imagine that we're helping a friend make the decision. It's called self-distancing. So here's the study. At the University of Waterloo, a gentleman named Igor Grossman brought together 100 people who were all in long-term relationships. And he had half of them imagine that they had just been cheated on. And he had the other half imagine that a friend had been cheated on. Then he gave them all the same questionnaire to judge their reasoning skills, to judge things like their ability to make a compromise and come up with reasoned choices. And you know what the results were? The people that imagined that a friend had been cheated on did far better. They made wiser and more clear decisions than those people who were internalizing some things about themselves. Again, self-distancing. Now, we're not here talking about relationship advice or how to deal with those issues. So how does this relate to the initial question? Well, here it is. Self-distancing can help us. Here's what I mean. The next time that you have a tough decision to make, spend some time thinking about it at a distance. How would I counsel a friend or a colleague or another leader facing the same decision? What would be the things I would consider? What would be the things that I would encourage them to consider? What would my advice be? Chances are you'll be more confident in that advice because it will be better advice and it'll be a more reasoned response. I can tell you from doing all sorts of things in training where we get people to share advice with others in the room that they have great things to say, things that sometimes surprise themselves about the outcomes that they suggest. Here's the other great news about this. This doesn't just help us be more confident in our decisions. We can use this as a coaching tool too. So someone comes to you as a supervisor with a coaching challenge and they ask you what they should do. And you say, well, if you were counseling a friend, what would you tell them to do? So you can use this self-distancing technique for yourself or you can use it for others. This is good news. Science to the rescue. Let me close with today's tweet. Distance yourself from a decision and think about how you would advise someone else with that decision to make. I hope that this video helped you. I hope that you'll be able to make more confident decisions in the future. But you know, there's much more on this site than this one video. There's lots more video and there's tons of other free content to help new leaders and emerging leaders be more successful in their futures. That's what the site is here for. Yeah, we got a bunch of things you can pay us for too, but we hope you'll just come back to take advantage of some of the free resources that we've made available to help you become the leader you were born to be.